It has been a long time since we discussed transfer cases. So, transfer case is part of your drivetrain and it distributes power to your axles so that four-wheel drive can be enabled or so that all-wheel drive can operate properly. We do sell a lot of different types of transfer cases here, and I just wanted to hit on some of the big ones in no particular order. Our top two selling all-wheel drive units are going to be the BorgWarner 4481 and the NP149. The BorgWarner is an electric shifting transfer case and the NP149 is manual shift, but it utilizes a viscous coupler. And GM has stated that this viscous coupler is non-serviceable. It doesn't mean that the transfer case can't be repaired. It just means that in order for the transfer case to be repaired, the viscous coupler normally needs to be replaced. Now we've got the GM246, the GM261, and the GM263. And I'm going to lump these all together into the same category because what we see with them is usually the same thing. So these cases are made out of magnesium. Because they are made out of magnesium, we see a lot of wear over time and eventually fluid starts to leak out of them and the internals completely burn up until they fail. The other thing with these is that they have a pretty serious pump rub issue. So eventually over time, little pinholes will appear in the transfer case itself, which of course causes fluid to leak and of course causes it to eventually burn up and fail. On our remanufactured units, we do utilize a pump saver so that you don't have this problem. Now the last two that I'm going to talk about are the Dodge 271 and 273 transfer cases. These two model numbers are by far our most commonly sold transfer case models. And the vehicles that had these transfer cases in them actually had defective drive shafts. So the U-joints on these drive shafts would fail prematurely and in most cases would cause the transfer case to literally explode. It is actually a requirement of our warranty that you replace the drive shaft at the same time as your transfer case install. The other thing about these units is that they were chain driven transfer cases, so that chain that's inside of them is prone to stretching, which we all know can also cause failure.